What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another gold farming video. So for those of you who have followed this series for a while, you already know what I'm doing, but for those of you that are watching my YouTube videos, maybe even for the first time, right? Or at least this series for the first time, it's basically a series where I take a look at all the very popular 5-man gold farms, and I try to do it solo, just to see how good it's going to be to do solo. And I've done a bunch of these already, and to my surprise, a lot of them have actually been very viable solo, but there has been some that have been kind of like, meh, right? Like you need a big amount of RNG on your side to have a good farm. And I kind of always knew that before starting this series, that some farms, like, you can just, before you start the farm, you already know there's no way this is going to be good, right? But you still have to, well, I still have to feature them, especially if they are like some of the very popular farms. And in today's video, I've done an hour of Saltstone Cave. So we're going to take a look at the farm, how to farm it, and then obviously we're also going to look at how much gold I made doing this 1 hour solo. But right before that, though, I do want to mention, if you guys haven't watched the last 3 videos, I believe, that it's been 2 years since I released my 0 to 10 million gold guide. And it's been insane. Like, the support from you guys has been an absolute blast. Thank you so much for picking up a copy of the gold guide. And for those of you that haven't, we're doing a 1-week sale. And you guys can right now get any of the gold guides for the biggest discount that I've ever done, 69% off. And this works for the retail 0 to 10 million gold guide, which will be updated for all the years to come. Like, the people that bought this book on release, they're still getting every single update for free. So when Dragonflight is out, they're still going to get those updates for free. And if you're planning on playing Wrath of Lich King Classic, you can also use the discount code for the Wrath of Lich King Classic guide. Or you can just get the entire bundle. Like, the discount code of 2 years also works for that. So big thank you to all the support, and especially the support, like, since we did the anniversary discount code for 69%. The amount of people who has picked up books is just mind-blowing. Appreciate it. But yes, the location, that's where we start. Gotta know the location, right? So it takes place right here in Thousand Needles, all the way down in this cave. And this was, like, honestly my favorite transmog farm of, like, all time, back in, like, WoD. The reason is because a lot of the sets that can drop from these mobs, like Steadfast and especially Saltstone, like, we call this cave the Saltstone Cave. And that's not because of the location or anything like that. It is because you can get the set Saltstone in this cave. And I used to sell, like, the chest and the legs and all of that good stuff for like 50 to 75,000 gold. Like, I knew that if I did an hour of Saltstone Cave, I would easily be able to make way above 100,000 gold. And it sold fast, right? What kind of destroyed the farm, though, was, well, definitely me, because I featured it in multiple videos. I live streamed it for a very long time. It was at some point the most farmed group farm in the game. Like, in my community, in the Discord, the in-game community that we had at the time, like, everyone was doing Saltstone Cave, and it was working. Right now, though, the prices have plummeted. Like, the prices are, on most realms, they're really bad for, like, the Steadfast and the Saltstone set. If you play in a realm with a good Steadfast and Saltstone set, like, you're in for a treat. And that's mainly because of all the exposure this farm has gotten, but also other dungeons that can drop this sets, like RFD, very frequently farmed, and you can get Soulstone items in this dungeon. But it's not only Soulstone and Steadfast sets, right? There's other sets as well, like Ember Silk, and there's even, like, World Drop Epics, because in a 5-man group, you kill so goddamn many mobs, because this place is just packed with mobs, and they hyper spawn like crazy. Like, 5 people inside this very small cave, like, you guys can only imagine if you haven't done the farm before. So you get a bunch of world drop epics, and you can get, like, patterns and plants that are very valuable, like Starbelt, Lesser Parry, Searing Golden. Like, there's a ton of high value plants and pattern as well. So in order to farm this this place, you just, any class can do it, I guess. But obviously, it's going to be better if you do it on a tune that has a speed set. Now, if you guys don't have a speed set, there's a linked video at the end of this video that links to my speed set. I'm doing this on my balanced route because they're responding so fast that in cat form, I'm going to run out of energy killing the mobs. That only lasts for like roughly 10 minutes though, and the spawns kind of slow down. And I then switch into feral because you move faster in the feral spec than you do in balance. It is very important that you guys run the same direction that I'm running in, because if you try to run it clockwise, you're stuck with like this jump right here. And this jump, it's definitely possible. Like when we farm this in a 5-man group, we always have 2 people jumping around. Like you need to go on this rock, and then you need to jump in a perfect angle, and you can jump up the ramp because you don't want 5 people running in the same direction. And like all of a sudden, there are going to be 5 people on top of each other at the same spot in the cave. And it's going to be tough to hyper spawn them because mobs will respawn at the other side of the cave. So just run the direction that I'm running in right now, and they will spawn very fast. Now, I did an hour of this on my live stream at Twitch TV/StudentAlbatross, and I got 86,000 gold in market value from that farm. However, like any transmog farm, you get big boy value according to the market value, but then there's a lot of items that aren't even considered good enough to throw up in the auction house, even though they might have a high item value. So they will just get vendored. And then you have the difference between the price on your realm compared to the market value. So after like the 86,000 gold that I made according to like the market value, I am left with these items. And my bags were stacked with green items. So I can already tell you the results were extremely bad, right? Extremely bad. Like, I only got Steadfast shoulders, and they're just so bad in value right now. I didn't get a single Saltstone item. I got the bracers as well, but then again, they're 84 gold on my realm. I did get Ember Silk items, but I didn't get the good ones, like the chest pieces and so on. I just got the shitty ones. And then you have like a couple of miscellaneous items, like the Trickster set is good on some realms. You have the Vital one, a Tyrant belt. This is the, believe it or not, this is the best item that I got in 1 hour. And then I got Silk Sand wraps, and obviously I always sell wizard hats. Always. It doesn't matter what color they are, I'm always going to sell them. But yeah, didn't get any of the good items, and I guess that's a good thing. So it's not all just sunshine and rainbows, you know? I could have easily gone in here, received a couple of Saltstone items, maybe got lucky, get some world drop plants and patterns, maybe even an epic, and give people the illusion that this is a good gold farm. And solo, it really isn't. The only exception is if the base green sets have a very good value on your realm, but like they're just like usually, especially in the EU region, they are at a very low value. So no, we've done a lot of solo transmog farms that's supposed to be done in a 5-man in this series. And this one, it's not even close to those. Like all the other ones are actually pretty damn good. But this one, would not recommend. But it's cool. I mean, I'm fine with it. It was nice to test it out because it's one of those farms that it could have been good. And it probably was good before the supply of these items went nuts on the auction house and the prices just went to shit, right? Like back in the days, I know a lot of people soloed this because if you just got that one Saltstone chest or that one Saltstone legs or something like that, you made like 50,000 gold plus anyway. So it was worth the gamble with RNGesus. But as it stands right now, would not do it. I would much rather advise you guys to farm something like RFD, because RFD has a decent amount of mobs, and not only can you get like most of the green items from this cave, but you can also get like dungeon-specific transmog that can only drop inside of RFD. But that is it for today's video. So hopefully you guys still enjoyed the video when it's as transparent as this, when I don't really make jack shit. And if you guys got any suggestions on the next thing that I should solo farm, leave them down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and you'll be notified whenever I upload another video. And make sure that you take advantage of the biggest sale ever, 69% off using code 2years. That's it for today though. Thanks for watching, and I will see all of you guys back in at tomorrow's video. Bye bye.